Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh,
Well,
do
here
it.
we are.
We're doing it.
Friday morning. We made it to Friday.
We did. Good.
It is good. How are you?
I'm good. I have my coffee. Do you have your
Oh,
coffee?
I have my coffee. It is Coffee Fridays.
Yep, it is.
Mmm. I'm going to pour one second
Just coffee.
more
Nothing
coffee in
else.
my coffee cup as I tape just because it's special coffee. I don't want anybody to know it's the best coffee going.
It looks like it's Italian coffee. Looks
No, I
like
believe it's Californian coffee.
oh, the beans.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
good. Oh, nice. Good.
Love it.
Good.
So
Good.
let's toast our coffees today. Mm.
Good.
Dark roast as opposed to the lighter bean. Don't spit it out. That's expensive stuff.
Oh God. Okay. I just needed that moment because that was going to happen.
Ah,
Oh
happy Friday.
God.
Hmm?
Thank God it's the weekend and a long weekend at that. Sorry, I've got
Yes.
something on my computer here, so I'm using my, the old go-to. Lick your finger and wipe it.
Yeah, the old the mother spit in the cleaner. I remember, God, I remember vividly. And the smell of my mother's lipstick still is with me today because whenever there was something, she would get her Kleenex, she would that, and then she'd wipe like on your face or something, and I would smell the lipstick. It's not a it doesn't sound like a good memory, but it kind of is in a weird way. Anyway, yes, the lick and smooth, the lick and smooth.
Right? I know. I know. I know.
It's one of those. It's called an old time mother hack. Don't
Yeah,
need a
but
brush.
things that you do that you think ew, but we still do it. That's one of them. Come on, hands up if nobody's ever done that before, which I'm sure they have. Another one, if you cut your finger and your finger's bleeding, I mean, how many people out there just get a paper towel or a Kleenex? No, we go like this, and you suck the
Yep,
blood off it.
yep,
I know it's gross, but we all do it,
yep.
right? What other gross things do we do?
Oh, let's not. No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to. I don't want to
Maybe
get into the
that's true. It's a good idea. It could be an
I'll
ugly show.
toast to not going there with our coffee.
There was an article, we didn't get to it on the show today, but it made me think of that. I don't know why. Not gross things, but it was an article on tourist attractions that are overrated around the world. And people named a bunch of them. There was a whole lot of lists, and I
Oh
wonder
yeah.
if there's something people have felt that way about. Like, was there something that you went to see or an attraction or a place and you're like, that's it? That's it? That's all?
All
Is
the
there
hype for that?
Could you think of something where you went and you were like, or
Um,
is the hype for everything you've seen worth it? Like it was like, wow, that hype was definitely true. It was hyped for a reason. It was amazing.
I don't know. Like I would have to like get my brain juices flowing by having a reference like from that. What about you? Can you think of anything?
I mean, I think the one that comes to mind for me is Niagara Falls. And the falls themselves are cool, but everything else around it is like trinkets and trash.
But it is the falls that are the hype though.
I
Don't you
know,
think?
but people don't just go to the falls, I think, just for the falls. Like
Wait a minute though. Wait a
they
minute.
go
When was
for
the
all
last time you went to Niagara Falls?
they go for the whole experience. When was the last time I went?
Because it has changed in my view.
I went late at night one night after visiting a winery
Oh,
in Niagara on the Lake region. And it was kind of spitting out. So it was like, yeah, let's drive through the falls. Yeah, okay, yeah, there they are. And I think it was still in quite a bit of a lockdown. Like some things were open, So it wasn't too long ago. It was like last year. But I just find that Niagara Falls is a little like the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum and the falls are amazing, but a bunch of the other stuff I think is a little overhyped.
You know
Kind of.
what I think is overhyped? Well, first of all, don't talk to Craig about Niagara Falls that way because he thinks it's the most amazing, amazing wonder. And every time we go, he's just like in awe. I'm like, yes, it's a waterfall. Yes, it's water over. He's like, no. It to me, he said, the amount of water that just that keeps it's just amazing. So he thinks it's out of this world, blows him away every time we go. The last time we went, I was like, you know what? Niagara Falls is looking better. It's looking better to me. It used to be the old carnival rundown,
Yeah,
whatever, but it's
it's
getting
getting
better, Leah. Yes,
okay.
it is. It is.
Okay, but okay, let's do this. Niagara Falls was known as the honeymoon capital of the world. If you went there for your honeymoon, would you be like, oh, we should have picked another place?
I think I don't know. I think no. I think it
Really?
depends. Yes, because okay, here's what I like about Niagara Falls. I like Niagara on the Lake because they're kind of
Not the same. Not the
it,
same.
it kind of is though. It's the region.
No,
It's the
it's
region. And if we're going to Niagara Falls, we're damn well going to Niagara on the Lake. So wine region, pretty. I can see that being a part of it. So if I had a honeymoon in Niagara Falls, and let's face it, sometimes people can't travel. Um, they don't have the money to or the want to. Not bad. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, bad. But now I think it's a little better. And then the throngs of people, Leah, that go to Niagara Falls. Oh
I
my
know.
goodness.
If you, but I mean, and it is incredible. The nature of the falls itself. I'm with Craig on that. Listen, I'm with Craig of that. Yeah, I think it is. I thought it was going to be a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but one of the, is it 10 wonders or seven? Jason, don't mess with me. Uh,
Maybe it's expanded.
I don't know, maybe. But, you know, I'm all of that. I'm all of the flying, yes, the flying saucer restaurant on Lundy's Lane, which has been there forever. It is so tacky. My dad, I used to work in Niagara Falls. My dad used to have a restaurant on Dorchester Road and Lundy, no, Dorchester Road, but not Lundy's Lane, but it wasn't far away from that. So I used to go to the falls all the time. But everything else, yeah, I don't know. Like,
I say you give it another shot.
well, maybe we will. Niagara on the Lake, even. I like all the wineries around there, hands down. There's all kinds of great wineries. Like they're killing it with the wineries all the way through that region, up along the escarpment and below. Incredible. The town Niagara on the Lake, the main street or whatever, very pretty, lots of flowers, a few cool places to eat. But a lot of the shops and the people I find that go there, it's a lot of really busloads of old people.
Okay. What is it going to take to satisfy you? You're not happy with anything.
No,
And
of course I am.
listen,
But do you
what are you talking about?
I want
It's
to
not
ask you,
okay.
because when people
Honestly,
go to, no, listen. When people go to Niagara on the Lake, they go for the wineries and then they go to see the town, right? Do you
sure.
and have you ever bought anything?
Yes.
You have?
I love that there's two boutiques in Niagara on the Lake that every time I go, I love to go to, and I always find stuff that I love.
I need
Yes.
standard corrected then. Name,
Yes.
give me the names of the boutiques so I can go.
I will. I definitely will. And they're very, very cool. So yeah, I think you and I
Okay.
should take a little trip.
Okay, I'm
We should
down.
bring our coffee because it's known as a coffee region,
Yeah, coffee region. They grow the
right?
right there.
Right. And I think it's something that we could probably get a kick out of, and you might be able to see how it has changed as the younger generation discovers Niagara on the Lake. One of the great things to do on Niagara on the Lake is not only bring, have lots of coffee, but also you can take little bike rides and go from winery to winery.
Yeah, yes, but that's the key is the wineries and the coffee shops and the bicycles, not so much for me, the town itself. However, I will say that there are some really pretty areas within the town, and we did eat outside at the Niagara on the Lake Golf and Country Club, and it's overlooking the water, and it was lovely.
Mm.
So but that was after a bunch of wineries too.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, Lynn, sometimes things are expensive there. Yeah. And for those of you joining us late, we are having
coffee, Wendy. It's coffee.
Coffee. It is coffee. It's Coffee Fridays is what we're doing.
Coffee.
They're just
like
bottling it differently.
Coffee.
Oh, yes, we have seen all of that, Jane. We're saving the political talk for our show between 5 and 9. But yes, how he is supporting one of the people running, one of the candidates that is, being under the gun for sexual harassment. Yeah. So that's another. Yes, we have discussed that, Jane.
Yeah, but you know what, too, even with that really quickly, I'm sure that, and it hasn't come out with all of them, but there are all candidates in all these parties. Some have had to step aside and do so freely. I think there was a liberal candidate, down east who did so. But there's a bunch of skeletons, I'm sure, that haven't come out that potentially will as we continue to go on through this campaign. And I don't even know why, if somebody's got like a major skeleton in their closet, first of all, they have to be convicted of something. Like accusing somebody of something doesn't mean they're guilty.
True.
But in the court of public opinion, of course, they are.
Yeah.
But would you even run? Like, would you not stop and go, shit, I remember, I did this one.
No, you know why? Because it's like that whole thing where oh, it'll never happen to me, it'll never happen to me. It's because people think that won't be discovered, or oh, who's going to talk about that, or oh, who's going to be interested in that? You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. I get that when it comes to, big sexual or harassment allegations, yeah, that's kind of a big deal. But there are other things that have happened in people's past, like decades and decades ago, that they probably aren't even thinking about.
Well, yeah, but when you decide to throw your hat in the ring, I think that might be a good idea. Or I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, but just to get ahead of the story, I'm going to tell you I was busted at 18 for marijuana possession. I was 18. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, would you not think that's a little bit more refreshing? I mean,
Yeah.
And like the conservatives, they've got a lot, and I don't want to get in, we're getting into politics and stuff, but like the Conservative Party, they still haven't gone on the record as banning conversion therapy. Talk to anybody who's gay who has to go through, like, there's so many different things with all these different parties. I wish I could pick and choose little bits from each platform, the NDP, the Conservatives, and the Liberals, and say, this is my perfect agenda. This is my perfect not platform, but platform, I guess, policies moving forward. I would approve of this, but not of this. I would do this and not of this. You know what I'm saying?
And, you're talking about trans people too, right? Trans people, not necessarily
everybody
going through conversion, not gay people. Yeah. So,
but
yeah.
But even I think even gay people, right? I mean, there are families where they perhaps are staunch Christians, and they think, no, this is just the devil. We'll send you to conversion therapy to make you straight again.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And it's like, what? And you're sending kids who are trying to discover who they are and feel like they're speaking the truth to maybe their parents, and they feel they do know who they are, and then they're going to take somebody out of it and shame
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Like God,
it's like we've heard from people.
It's 2021. That's amazing.
Yeah.
2021. Bye, Jason. Have a great long weekend.
Thanks,
And
Jay.
yes, thank you to Leah for filling in. That's great.
Anyway,
Um,
Chevy, we want
yeah,
to.
and Patricia brings up a good point. Look what happened on Jeopardy with
Yeah.
a host that's no longer a host.
Well,
Like,
if you think you're going to do anything, like, okay, you take a pee and somebody's going to know about it and it'll end up on social media. Like, people know everything with the interweb.
yep, absolutely.
I'll have a drink of coffee to
Oh,
that.
drink to that. Coffee. Mm-hmm.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Um, I don't know either, Leah. What are you doing this weekend? Anything fun?
Well, I'm going to go support our healthcare workers at 6 o'clock tonight.
Are you for sure? Is that a deal? Is that a thing?
Well, I'm starting my own. I'm going to be there. I'll go to Windsor Regional. I was thinking I want to, like, I don't know how many flowers, but I'd love to be able to get like a whole bunch of like single flowers and just give everybody a flower. Or maybe paper hearts. Do I want to spend the day making paper hearts or, saying, we love you? I don't want to do balloons because I don't want them to be thrown away and it's more yada yada. But or you know what? Just a hey, you guys are killing it. So I want to go do that, and I
I'll
think
drink to that.
yeah, I think I might do that at 6 o'clock at Windsor Regional Hospital. That's just me. I don't care if it's just me. I'll just
Well,
go myself. I've got a
okay.
few other people that I think are probably going to go, and then I might go out to Bell River to leave those kids alone because I love them, and it's going to be a nice night, and it's Bell River, and I'm going to take a moment, pause
That's
the
at the amphitheater.
yeah, and I'm going to take between 6 and 8. I'm going to take a moment before I get into town to mourn the death of Tom the turkey. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm just saying it. And then tomorrow I'm going out for dinner to a local patio. And Sunday I'm gonna sit on a pool floaty. Wait, it's gonna be a full weekend. You?
Yeah. I'm going to work outside for sure. I'm going to work in the yard. And, when the weather breaks like this and it's perfect to do it, that's when I really enjoy myself. Yes, having tea, right?
Oh,
Cheers to that.
yeah. Okay. Okay, Russell.
I
Anybody
am
else?
also I am also going to I'm also going to a wedding, but it's not an indoor wedding. It's a smaller outdoor wedding, and it's a wedding in the woods, and I'm really excited about it. My niece has had to put her wedding off so, like 3 times, and change the date. And so this is the day. It's on Sunday actually, and it's out in the middle of a clearing in the woods, out in the county, and a small number of people. Very easy to distance ourselves, and I think it's going to be really beautiful. So I'm excited about that on Sunday. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Let's hope the weather cooperates, of course.
Yeah,
And outside is good. Inside is still bad.
right.
If you have a big wedding inside, and there have
Yeah.
been a couple of local halls, and there have been outbreaks. Shame.
Well, what do
So,
you mean, Kimberly? She said, I'm taking my daughter for a very first float in Lakeshore. Floating on what?
float the store maybe float where you go in the tank. Is that what you mean? Like
I
you
don't
go?
know.
Yes, where
Tell us.
you lie
Tell
inside
us.
the float pool,
Well,
inside
in the
Disney.
pods, in the
Yeah,
pods.
that's what I think. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't think that's what she's talking about.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
What
That's what
does
I.
this mean?
Yeah. Just a thank you to the staff.
But explain why. Explain
Yeah,
why and what
yeah.
happened in BC.
Not it's not an organized thing, Candace. So there were a bunch of anti-vax protesters outside hospitals in Toronto. People, doctors and nurses are inside saving people's lives. They did it in Toronto, Vancouver, and a huge one in Kelowna as well. And it's like, I just can't even believe that people would be that dumb. And you know what? We've got healthcare workers who are stressed out. banging it out throughout this pandemic. And you know what? I'm gonna go out there just to say, you guys are killing it. Ooh, we support you. Yay! Thank you for all the hard work you do, healthcare workers. Woo! That.
Yeah. And for them to be held responsible for what is happening now in Canada with, vaccine mandates and the like. Come on.
Yeah,
People
that's
are just there's a lot of people that are angry and they want to let it out and blame somebody. So I think they just gravitated to the hospitals for some reason, which was ridiculous because ambulances couldn't get through, were held up. Nurses and doctors and healthcare workers ended up in tears. Like, it was like, what are you doing? It was
I know.
ridiculous.
It
Yeah,
was. Does your mother know what you're doing right now?
right?
One of my kids said,
Crazy.
if one of my kids said we're gonna go, yeah, there it is. Yeah, the Epsom salt tank. Yeah, I
I
haven't
have to
done
try that.
either have I. I haven't tried it. We should do that, Lisa. That would be a cool
We
thing to do.
should. And then we'll
Uh,
go to Niagara on the lake, and then we'll drink our coffee, and then we'll have
ooh.
drink to
Oh.
that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, but if my kids ever said, yeah, we're heading down to the hospital, Mom, we're gonna protest. Um,
But
we're gonna
that's
we're gonna protest hospital workers and giving care to people. I'd be like, what are you doing? No, you're not going there. I'm an adult, Mom. I can do what I want. Well, that's good. Your bags will be waiting for you. So maybe one of your fellow protesters will be able to take you in.
Oh, wow. What a great name. How do you pronounce this name?
Thinnis?
Thinnis? Tinnis?
I
Thinus?
like.
Would like to send. Oh, thank you. That's difficult to do though, because we're all still working from home. And it
Well,
looks like
I
we'll
can
be working
always
from
go to
home for a while.
Lisa's or she can always come to me. Mike doesn't drink, so we won't even include him.
Oh, you mean coffee?
Yo, yes, drink coffee is what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Drink
Mm-hmm.
coffee is what.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's all that's going on. Um, I'm done for a while, so okay, that's cool. Um, and I'll be back at the end of the month. I think Mike's got another week off, but yeah, my husband and I are going to take off for a bit. We don't know where we're going yet. You know,
But you're
fly.
not going, you decided you're not going to go to Europe. You're going to stay
No,
local somewhat.
keep wanting to, but ugh. So
Wait a minute.
I talked to somebody last night, and they're like, "Oh man, if I had the cash, I'd be gone." And I'm like, maybe we should go. Maybe we
Oh my
should
gosh,
go.
you're flip flopping on
I
this.
know because I just want to get out of Dodge, But anyway, we'll go somewhere we don't know yet. It will include multiple cups of coffee.
Right? I'll drink to that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And eating out at some restaurants and enjoying the outside somewhere.
Good for you.
Do a bit of grounding, walk around in bare feet in
Good for
the
you.
jungle, then the jungle, in the forest, not the
The
jungle.
jungle. It's a jungle out there,
It is
Leah.
a jungle out there.
I know
So,
it.
and we'll go karting apparently somewhere too. I don't know.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that.
Now, does anybody
Poor
know
Dave.
before we go, and I don't know if they will our vaccination certificates that we have, proof of vaccination, work in Quebec? We might go to
Mm.
Quebec, and theirs has already started.
Right. They've already got an app, right? And some sort of digital way of verifying.
Yep. Does anybody know? I'll have to look it up and Google it. I just thought if somebody was here listening and they're like, yep, we were there, but it was only, I think, this week it started. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, you research that.
I will.
Hmm.
And
Or,
maybe
yes.
we can get together and have a glass of wine at some point.
Sure. Are we talking
Like
coffee,
in
wine?
person?
Wow.
In our near futures?
In person. That would be something.
Wouldn't it?
Are we ready for that?
You're at your dining room. I'm in my bedroom. Eventually, we'll do like an actual face to face. Give a little hug, kiss, kiss. Drink some wine.
I'll drink to that.
I will too. Okay. Thanks for a great week, my friend.
Thank you for filling in, Leah. Enjoyed every minute of it. Always fun to have you. And so at the end of the month, are you in for Mike?
Mike, I'm in for,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So we'll work together again.
Okay, we will.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Love you.
Everybody be safe. Yes. Love you.
Bye.